G'day guys, how's it going? I'm Aaron Whitnall. This is ACW Sport, and here are my predictions for week 29 of the 2017-2018 Premier League season. Starting with the first game of the weekend, Burnley versus Everton, the 12:30 kickoff on Saturday. Now look, these two teams, even though they sit fairly close to each other in the Premier League table, and they are in the top half, their form recently has been absolutely abysmal. Everton's, especially away from home, they've only picked up one win in their last 10 away games in the Premier League. Burnley, as we know, haven't actually won in 12 games now. So because of this, I just see this being a fairly even game. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. I'm going to predict Wayne Rooney to score for Everton, and I'm going to predict Ashley Barnes to score for Burnley. Then to Leicester, they host Bournemouth in what will be a very intriguing game because, you know, as we know, a few weeks ago, both of these teams were in red-hot form, but in the last couple of weeks, that has cooled a little. So again, I see this being a fairly even game. You would expect Leicester to win because they're at home, but then I also expected Leicester to comfortably get past Stoke last week at home, and that didn't happen either. So I'm actually going to go for a 2-2 draw in this game. I'm going to back Mahrez and Vardy to score for Leicester, and I'm actually going to back Callum Wilson and Josh King to score for Bournemouth. Then to Swansea, they host West Ham United. As we know, Swansea have been fantastic since Carlos Carvalhal took place. However, they did kind of get a bit of a humbling away at Brighton last week, losing 4-1. West Ham, on the other hand, started life under David Moyes very positively, but again, their form has started to cool off a little bit as well. So again, because of this, I'm going to go for a third draw in a row here in my predictions. I'm going to go for another 2-2 draw. And yeah, I just see it being a fairly even game. I'm going to back Antonio and Hernandez to score for West Ham United, or Arnautovic. And for Swansea, I'm going to back Leroy Fer, and I'm also going to back Jordan Ayew to score for them as well. Then to Tottenham, they host Huddersfield at Wembley, and this I just see being a very comfortable win for Tottenham. I'm going to go 3-0. I'm going to back Harry Kane to score twice, and then maybe Dele Alli to also get on the score sheet as well there. It's an away game. Huddersfield aren't very good away. Tottenham seem to have sorted out their Wembley kind of curse, as we know. They've picked up some very good results there recently. So, yeah, that's why I'm going for that scoreline. Southampton versus Stoke, I'm going for a 0-0 draw. And if that surprises you, I question if you've been watching the Premier League this year. Moving on to the more interesting games, I'm going to go Watford 2, West Bromwich Albion 0, just because West Brom are a complete mess. I think Pardew may get the sack after this game if the reports are correct. I'm going to back Decore and also Deeney to get on the score sheet for Watford in that game. Then to Anfield, Liverpool host Newcastle. I'm going to go for a 3-1 win for Liverpool in this game. I'm going to back John Joe Shelby to score on his return to Anfield. But for Liverpool, I do think Mo Salah will score twice, and Sadio Mane as well, with Firmino to get all 3 assists. Brighton host Arsenal in what is a massive game for Arsene Wenger. As we know, they got absolutely destroyed by Manchester City in both of their games this week, losing 3-0 on both occasions. It was a very sad night on Thursday to see what was effectively a half-empty stadium, even though Arsenal lied about their attendance. And yeah, it was just very, very sad to see someone who's done so much for the club kind of fall to this kind of level. So, yeah, if there was a perfect time to play Arsenal, it's now. Brighton, as we know, have been pretty decent at home, and for that reason, I don't see Arsenal winning this game. But I am going to go for a 2-2 draw. I'm going to back Mkhitaryan and Aubameyang to score for Arsenal. I'm going to back Glenn Murray and Knockaert to score for Brighton. Then to the biggest game of the weekend on Sunday. It is Manchester City versus Chelsea. And even though I think Chelsea will push Manchester City close, I'm going to back Willian to score again. I see City running out 2-1 winners overall. I'm going to back Sergio Aguero and Kevin De Bruyne to net the winner for Manchester City in that game. And then finally, Monday night sees Manchester United travel to Crystal Palace. And look, I think it'll be a fairly similar game to when Tottenham went to Palace last week. As we know, Palace have got so many injury problems, 12 players out injured. I think United, without playing well, will create a lot of chances, find it hard to break Palace down. But in the end, I'm going to back United to win 2-0. I'm going to back Romelu Lukaku and Alexis Sanchez or Anthony Martial to score for Manchester United in that game. And they are my Premier League predictions for week 29 of the 2017-2018 Premier League season. Please comment below, let me know, do you agree with my predictions? I'm always interested to find out what your predictions are. And of course, I'll be back Tuesday with my Premier League review. Monday with my Champions League second leg previews as well. So look out for that as well. But yeah, have a good weekend. Hopefully no one has had too much damage done to properties or got injured or anything like that in the snow. And yeah, hopefully you all have a very, very good weekend. I will see you again soon.